انت مين؟
Published by Hassan Barbar in June of 2021, something is sitting behind that door at the edge of the hallway, and I'm pretty sure it's a jinn. The door bursts open to reveal that it is indeed one of the cloaked creatures of myth.
انت مين؟
Although the jinn does not move, the door keeps slamming shut and bouncing open again. This goes on for a long while, and finally the jinn makes a move.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah. Bismillah.
He disappears behind the shut door. Hassan approaches, and when he slams the door open and enters the room, he finds the jinn has vanished. As he looks for him, it seems like he is pushed from behind.
Bismillah.
Then in another room, objects are being smashed.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. اخوان مش عارف شو البكي قاعد بيصير صراحة. Bismillah.
Will Hassan find the jinn again before it's too late?
حاسس في شيء وراي يا اخوان.
Something more to this cemetery than what meets the eye. Published by KBC Cazadores de Fantasmas in January of 2022. Crew senses a presence at the Seaway Cemetery. As they're wandering through the grounds, something makes a sound behind the wall. They all run to different parts of the wall to try and look in. Nothing is beyond it. Later, a strange light flashes, again from behind the wall in the graveyard. Something is sinister here, but I'm not sure what. He hears two squeaking noises. Listen.
Feel very comfortable. Oh, lovely. Very, very lovely. Alright guys, so, oh my gosh, Sonny.
The squeaks could have been a loose board or something, because the floor is starting to cave in. Still, it's eerie and odd that the camera blurs as soon as he turns and asks out loud what the noises are. And given the history of the Bradford house, probably not a coincidence either. 8 days later, Sonny Deeds returns to the Bradford house on a hot July night to do a little investigating solo style. But even though it's hot outside, an unexplainable passing chill sweeps over Sonny Deeds in the dining room. I don't care how good an actor you are, there's no way to raise the hairs on your arms by will. He decides to try and make contact with the spirit in this room, and I think it might actually work.
Hello?
No.
Before you say this is dust, keep in mind that this is the only orb you see in the entire 20-minute video, so it's too much of a coincidence not to mention. Sonny Deeds says he doesn't want any trouble and takes a step into the next room, but something apparently doesn't want him to go in there.
Wait.
And when he goes to follow the noise, you can see all of the cabinets are open. This must have been exactly how the family felt. But that's not all. At 4 minutes and 24 seconds, the shower curtain is definitely closed. Approximately 5 minutes later, he notices they've been pulled back. When he steps inside, he hears honestly one of the scariest things I've ever talked about on this channel. As he slowly approaches the shower, a voice clearly says, "I'm here," no less than 3 times.
Hello?
If this is what the family had to go through, then I fully understand why nobody has lived here for 15 years.
It starts with a single, loud bang. Moments later, a wind chime begins to sway. Then, seconds after that, a kitchen cupboard slams shut on its own. Each event happens in sequence, almost as if something is moving through the house in a straight line, passing from one point to the next. But what truly convinces viewers that this isn't the house itself, but the mask, is what happens next. Because the activity doesn't stop at noise. It turns aggressive. Watch this. A knife suddenly flies off the counter, narrowly missing his leg. And that isn't the only incident. He later reports waking up around 2 or 3 a.m. to scratching sounds on the walls, footsteps pacing around his bed, and sudden drops in temperature that leave the room ice cold. For many viewers, this was the final warning. It's not the house, it's the mask. Take it down. Remove it before someone gets seriously hurt. And after everything he's experienced, especially now that it's turned physical, people can only hope he finally listens this time. This footage was reportedly recorded in Russia by a man caring for his elderly, sick grandmother. He explains that she sometimes falls out of bed during the night, so he installed a motion-activated camera to alert him if she moved. In the clip, he's seen helping her into bed, tucking her in carefully, and making sure she's comfortable before turning off the lights and leaving the room. Everything appears completely normal, until the camera captures something he wasn't expecting.